Okay, sorry guys. We are finally live. Portia's going to join in a second. We were just recording a memory wall episode, which I'm super excited for you guys to check out. And so, yeah, she'll be hopping in a second. Chat, just let me know if everything is good. I'm very excited about this double eviction, but also very nervous. I don't know how anyone else is feeling, but and I can't wait for you guys to hear this episode with Portia because she talks a lot about stuff that I didn't know happened during Big Brother 13. So she was having technical difficulties, so she'll be here in a minute. If you have questions for her, drop them in the chat. Here we go. Portia, welcome. Hi.
Hi.
So, wait, I love your shirt. It's changed?
I wasn't kidding when I said I was probably going to change shirts.
Oh my God, I love it. Wait, did Brendan send you this shirt? Did you purchase
Actually,
it?
I sent it to him.
Oh, who's in charge of these shirts?
Me.
It's you? I thought this was like a whole operation.
Yeah, so my husband and I have a printing company, and part of that is apparel, school uniforms, all that kind of stuff. And a couple of years ago, I went and bought this. It's called a DTF printer, and so I can just make these awesome prints of anything and just heat press them on. And so,
Amazing.
my husband was just telling me we just had over 100 of the orders. So, if you guys want, I think it's like I don't know if it's I Love Rachel something. Brendan is posting it out. So if you guys are interested, he's the one who normally streams it and talks about it. And yeah, we did actually, so it's really 125 because we did for their whole watch party crew and stuff too. So
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, just to let Rachel know we support her because
that's
we do. I freaking love her, and she loves reality TV so much. You guys just don't even understand how important reality TV is to her. And that's the thing. I did other TV commercial, yada yada, but meeting Rachel, knowing Rachel is to love Rachel, and her love and passion for reality shows is just unmatched, right? And her and Brendan are actually really funny. And with her being the fiery redhead and him being Mexican, whether you know it or not, for me, they were always a Ricky, Lucy, duo combo, funny, spicy, little combo. And so, yeah, the little I Love Rachel is a node to that.
I love it. Because Portia, you're not much on social media, so I didn't even know that you and Rachel were in touch. But tell the listeners, you guys have been friends for, since your season, more or less, right?
Yeah, no, definitely since the season. Yeah, we haven't had any kind of falling outs or anything like that. I'm friends with Brendan and stuff too. They are a package deal, the two of them. And I just love them together. First of all, they're so cute. As I said, they're just fun to be around and watch. Just interacting with them and stuff is pretty funny and comical on its own. She brings a spark of life to the environments that she's at. Obviously you can tell with how boring Big Brother is now without her. It's just.
Well, you're not liking the Vorgan, the Vincent Morgan.
The Vince Morgan, the Vorgan. Is that what happens when you go into the void of forgetting your entire life outside of Big Brother and thinking you're only living in Big Brother and forgetting that you have to go back out into the real world and you're gonna have these labels and people hating you and all the other things? Because yeah, that's gonna happen to him. Let me close my door real quick.
Okay. Oh my gosh, yes, Kenzie, I love it. Yeah, okay. Real quick on Rachel, what were your thoughts on the twist? Did you think it was bullshit? Obviously, got a lot of hate because they thought it's an elimination, it's not an eviction. What were your thoughts? Obviously, she's your friend, but from
the beginning, I just gotta say, I saw Rachel a month before she went on the show. Totally goes over my head when she's sitting there asking me if I would do Big Brother again or anything, and I was like, girl, it's Ariana's senior year and all this other stuff. No, I don't think I'd do it. But I mean, Rachel, I'm telling you, is her passion. Like from the traders to the snake in the grass to the worst cooks to the this, that, the other. Like she will be on the show. If they will let her be on the show, she will be on the show. So I can't wait to see her on Survivor myself. But but yeah, it was just never anything I didn't see it coming. Like from the beginning, I was like, when I saw her go in, I called Brendan right away, and I was just like, "What?" And he's
I texted him too. I was
we
like,
knew, but like we couldn't just say it. And I was like, you could have just told me. Obviously, I was dumb. Like I wasn't getting it. Like you could have told me, because I personally would have loved to dress her, like send her more stuff, like whatever. Like everyone knows how you like get stuff from Macy's and return it after. You know what I mean? But like, geez, I was like, even now, I was like, dang it. So hence why I made the shirt. So she'll get to feel the love when she comes out. But the twist was just kind of the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Like, I get it if it was a twist to put you in 24 hours of lockdown. I get that. I get that. That I would have totally understood, because then it's like, oh, it's a hindrance to your game, right? Because all these people can talk about you without you knowing. But it's not eliminating you from the game. Like, what was this? I felt like I was on like Wipeout or something. Like, you remember that thing where you're like, boom, bounce, 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 splash into the water? It was like watching her on Ninja Warrior or something. And it's just like, one shot, you touch the water, you're out of there, you know? And I'm just like, what game show am I watching right now? Like what? Double Dare? Like, what's happening? Like, why is she out after like failing one thing? And it wasn't even that. Like the thing that really was weird to me is that only a couple people were getting to do it. So I get it. It was a little bit of strategy there, but at the same time, Big Brother feels like a game where everybody gets to do it and the lowest time leaves or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Which, I mean, they might have been able to give her 10 more minutes and she might not have done it, but she,
we still love you, Rachel.
What was going on? Man, Morgan really hyped it up in a different way, saying it's so easy, yada yada. I'm like, oh man,
she also thought the wall was easy and then fell off or whatever. So I mean, I love Morgan, but like, yeah,
or at least give her better instructions on like how to do it. You know, be like, you go to the right first until da da da. You know, I don't know. I just feel like there was so many different ways that could have happened, but it was honestly really shocking to see. And I do wish she would have like, I don't know, right? It's like one of those things. It's like Vegas, right? It's like when you're playing blackjack, it's like, do you hit or do you stand on 16, right? It's like, do you go and like trust yourself on it, or do you trust that someone else is going to fail, right?
And I trust that someone else is going to fail usually. I don't hit on 16.
So that's you, but Rachel definitely trusts in herself too, because like I feel like she was let down by so many people in that house to begin with. Like you couldn't even rely on people to fail in that game. It was so like, there's such a fugazi, like who's gonna do what's gonna happen, what's Ava's decision now, you know, like that kind of thing.
One of the Lisette here wants to know, what do you think about the personal comments that some of these girls are making about Rachel? Have you seen any of it?
Jealousy. Listen, there's not going to be 100+ people wearing big old hats with yellow sunflowers on them, but there will be people wearing I Love Rachel shirts, and there is people from all over the world, right? Like sending in messages to Rachel, like congratulating her on her game and like sweet goodbyes and all that kind of stuff. I think these people, especially Ava, who played a really sweet girl in the beginning of the game, I think now that you see her being like F this and F that and do bitch and like, I mean, obviously it's going to alter people's perception of her. Like, this is not the Babysitters Club. This is not the image that she is portraying. Just because she dresses like that does not mean she's sweet and has a good mouth, right? So I think she's kind of showing everybody that. And so I think the credibility of anything she says is going to like totally go out the window. Kelly's a little scary. She's a loose cannon, you know what I'm saying? So like anything that comes out of her mouth,
she does scare me a little bit.
Right?
She does. Yeah.
And like there's been so many weird things, like things like for her, like perception wise, or not knowing left and right. All right, like, and I do it because like that's how we learn, right? You know,
yeah,
like,
the L.
left is the L. So but apparently she is a pilot and has flown to like every state, and she doesn't know her left from her right, and she doesn't know how many seconds are in 1 minute. But like when they put that stuff in the package, you kind of have to believe it, right? Like you're like, why would you sit there and like they always put our real stuff in the packages, right? And then it was us that lied when we got inside. So like if that's the case, bro, like how does she not know how many seconds are in a minute? And how is she not doing like time perception of that, like from this last comp? Or so, I really don't know what to think about that. I mean, that was just like such a wild card that like, again, like I'm just not. Kelly Chapman, she was jealous of Rachel in her life last night. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Could have.
At least she admitted it, I guess. But...
Yeah, but you know, you can spot that one, touch that with the 10-foot pole, you know, whatever it is. Like it's just a big red button right there of jealousy. Same thing with Ava. Like I really liked her in the beginning. Like I felt that she was doing things intentionally and intentionally putting herself in the center. The more I realized it was just because she was like skirting on the outs with everybody and that it wasn't like a masterful plan. Now I'm just confused, right? Like her whole thing's confused me since her aura portrait sign in her opener, which was spelled wrong.
Was it?
Yeah, girl, portrait spelled wrong. Like there's all kinds of weird things about her too that like, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know where BB's finding these people, you know, and it makes me feel so bad because I know people are sending in their tapes. You buy, hey, Floater Scrubber Life Fest, right?
Wait, I might buy that one. You have a Floater Scrubber.
So I changed the wording and stuff a little bit on it because what we're doing with it is the proceeds from the shirts. Rach and I she doesn't know this yet, but we're splitting it and it's going to our charities for the December event.
That.
Yeah, so that you guys are supporting our different charities. Thank you very much. Awesome. But yeah, so man.
Who are you rooting for right now that Rachel's out? Who are you rooting for?
Keanu, personally. He does not have a social game. I know it, obviously. But at least he's a player. I mean, at least he's like trying to play the game. At least he does not like hide and cry like Vince all the time. He does, you know, he stands up for himself. He stands up for, you know, what he says. He apologizes. Anytime you see a big man
Rachel is right.
Yeah, like anytime you see a big man apologizing, you're like, that's good. Like it's something good to see on TV. You know what I mean? And like
that's true.
You know, and like really tried to mend things. Plus, I do think that I personally think he was the best option for Rachel for that final two, because it was a safe space. He's been with his girlfriend a handful or plus of years as well. So it's like you have a good competitor, someone that's not scared to back down, someone who's not scared to challenge the whole house with you, you know, and can help win comps. So I really liked them as a duo more so than anybody else. So now that she's out, I'm rooting for the other half of the Frenemies Alliance.
I love it. I agree. I thought their dynamic was like hilarious and crazy and just like good TV. I don't know. The two of them was just
it was fun. It was like it was not creepy like Vince and Morgan.
What are your thoughts on Vince and Morgan? Do you think when he gets out of the house, are they going to date after the show, I guess?
So, I mean, she straight up said it like multiple times, like that's not her type. And
do we believe
I don't know
it, though?
There's been people that are finding like different clips of her from Twitch and stuff. Like, I don't know how much your viewers like to know, but yeah. So there's clips of her. Like she's a freaky person. Likes to eat the ass. I guess it's like literally videos. Like there's other streamers watching these videos and stuff and like posting them with like their reactions. Girl.
I don't even know where to go from that.
Gonna do after the show. I mean, she really liked Zach, right? Like he was like the little hottie patati of the season. So she was more like into him until he was into Lauren. And then now she's just jealous all over it. I feel so bad for her, but I don't think it's going to affect her nearly as bad as it's going to affect Vince. I don't think that's going to be her type. Like she's going to get someone hotter. Like there's going to be plenty of people falling over her. The Twitch clips are so funny. Yeah, you saw them too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the chat's blowing up.
Like I don't think that's gonna work. Apparently they live super close to each other, so they'll probably hook up or something, and she'll probably feel bad for him, or if he wins or whatever. Like, I could see a little bit of something, but if anything, it's just like a redemption arc for like what his backlash is going to be on like treating his girlfriend like this. But apparently he told Jimmy that they were like on the outs almost, like that they weren't.
Yeah, but then Keanu said in the episode last night, oh, he wants to propose to her. And I'm like, Vince?
So you don't know, right? Like, remember,
Keanu's
in a committed relationship. So Vince could easily just be telling Keanu like that and thinking like, oh, cool. Now we have this bro bond. Cause like Keanu probably said the same thing, right? So they're like probably just broing out on it. And I mean, as anyone can tell you, like, I feel bad for them because that's super awkward. Like that clip they literally showed on the show of like all 5 of them walking out of the room while those 2 are hugging. Like,
I just feel so bad for his girlfriend because she deserves better. I mean, he keeps also claiming that they had some agreement or something. Like, it doesn't matter. It comes off icky and gross. And I hate the narrative of like, well, we're not doing anything. Like, shut up.
Yes, you are.
You know what you're doing.
Yes, you are. Don't even. When there's all them bed sheets moving and the moaning and all the things like from the other night, like, don't even. When you're telling each other you love each other and you're caressing, it's way overboard. Emotional cheating is definitely the new vocab word of the season.
Yes, cheating island or whatever. The craziest thing he can't even be loyal to Morgan because he's always unforgiving. Yeah, the Lauren thing is weird too.
Oh my God, you made such a good point, Trey. Guys, that's a really good point, right?
Yeah, and then Kenzie's saying, it is kind of, like, did you like Morgan's zing, or do you think it should have been more toward Vince?
I mean, she knows too. Like, you can only blame, it takes 2 to tango, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's got the option to sleep in my head. So when you see somebody 8-year relationship, you got the option to sleep in a married man's bed or not.
Right.
You don't chase after the married man. You don't chase after the committed man. You don't go into their bed. You don't, that's just not what you do. You know what I mean? So the only reason why I feel she even got possessive over Vinny or even cared to like have a final 2 is because Vinny and Lauren had something, and her jealousy over Lauren took over the fact that she should have just been working with Rachel or the girls or whatever. And she's just chasing after anyone who was giving Lauren attention.
Yeah, that's the part I don't love. Because, like, listen, I don't hate Morgan. I am rooting for her in a weird way because I'm rooting for her to like beat Vince in whatever, however that
right.
works. But yeah, I wanted to bring this back from earlier. Is Queen Porsche still best friends with Kalia or Danny, or is that trio no longer a thing?
Okay. So I just saw today that I'm not blocked from Danny's thing. I actually haven't seen her page. I did not know I was even following her. I was curious about it though, because I'm like friends with Dick, and I've talked to Dick's son, and he was just getting married, and I know when Dick comes in and out of the country, or I visit him in Ireland and that kind of stuff. And they have no relationship, and I always try to be that like liaison,
Yeah.
But like, yeah, me and Danny like didn't talk for ages, and I hope that now that she's hopefully super settled. I mean, she's got 2 kids with Dominic and stuff. Like, there should be 0 threat level there at this point. Which there always was 0 threat level, Danny. Just so you know, I never wanted the pressure of taking on a virgin, and I'm so happy that that's your husband, and like I'm so happy for you guys. And I do wish her and I would like keep in touch more. Kalia's also busy momming it up and doing all kinds of cool stuff for HBO and other stuff like that. So we keep in touch like online only. But for the most part, I haven't really traveled that much to Cali, and haven't really seen them. And again, as you guys know, like they did not step it up for me in the jury house like Brendan stepped it up for Rachel, like they had one job. They could have just befriended Shelly a little bit, you know what I mean? Instead of just going off on their own. And they didn't. So that cost us the game, man. We could have had a cruise or something out of it. But I'm still best friends with Rachel. So
yeah.
The ladies of the night stuck it out. Am I watching the feeds? No, I am not watching the feeds. I keep up to it on like the transcripts on Joker's Update. I tried to watch whatever Hamsters something is once, but like I really don't understand his page. Just the Joker's one is so easy. You just like kind of go look at the little pics. Yeah, that one. Yeah, like Dick's really good friends with him, Dingo or whatnot, but like that page is just hard for me to navigate. Whereas like Joker's, I can just like boom, who's the noms, who's the HOH,
old school.
And I'll sit there and I'll read through some of the stories like sometimes. But to be honest, I only really like I did that daily with Rachel. But since she's been off, it's really freed up my time because I'm not reading all that stuff anymore. It's not as interesting.
Sin, you're gonna have to watch the podcast that we just recorded because she spilled some tea, so we'll just tease that. She talks about this too, but you can talk. Were there rumors that Shelley was coerced to vote against you? I mean,
no, there's definitely rumors. There's definitely probably some truth to the rumors and stuff like that. And my answer is always the same. Is like, whatever happened in jury happened in jury. Like I didn't have any options, right, to get in there and change anybody's mind. And half of Rachel was in there. Like Brendan was going to do whatever it took for Rachel to win. And I'm not going to fault him for it. You know, like my funny joke is like, Brendan was the one that voted for Rachel. And that's why it was a 4-3. You know what I mean? But I definitely believe that Shelley was a little coerced. I mean, she was at the wedding, like all the things, but do I fault him for it? Absolutely not. Like, and would I expect my fiance to do anything to get me to win too? Absolutely. You kind of you have to look at it like that. Like it was the cards I was dealt to come into a season where people were already paired up and then they were randomly pairing us up or whatever. So it was just the way it was. Right. And then he was supposed to be out before jury. Production brought him back in. He went back out so he could be in jury. Twist was re-brought it, you know, all the things. So they definitely didn't want me to get as far as I did. And I came this close to really pissing him off. But
Lisette's asking what podcast. We just recorded a longer form podcast all about BB13 and Porsche tells some really crazy stories and really fun stuff. So I'm going to post that this weekend. So stick around for that.
It was long overdue, guys. It was like 14 years in the making. So Hamster Watch is a lady. Oh, okay. Wait, what is her name Dingo?
It's a she. I mean, I call her Dingo, but I'm sure that's not her. I don't know, actually.
Okay. See, I wasn't like I would have thought like Prairie Dog was more like a girl one. The wearing Porsche has is something the current house guest list, right? Dude.
Not wrong.
Yeah, the current house guest, it's just such a different game now, right? Like everyone's playing for their social media clout and like thinking way bigger picture. Like it just wasn't really what we were thinking of back then, right? Like I was shocked to see how many fake profiles were made of me when I came out. Like I wasn't like, I didn't have a big presence on the internet then. I have even less of it now. Like I thought I was like super addicted to my phone back then. And I was constantly Snapchatting or constantly doing this. And then once I didn't have that for, 70 something, 80 days, like I never, ever looked at my phone the same. And I still like, it's still a thing where I have to remember to grab my phone when I leave the house. Right. Because like our whole family has like tracker and stuff, but like, yeah, it's like, I don't even care that much about it anymore, where it's like, these guys are like, yeah, they're just all about some kind of clout and whatever. And it's just so weird. They're all about an image and it's
they're
just
pandering
like,
to the audience, like with the America's Favorite Player stuff. And I don't know, I feel like they're acting different because
hey, guys, let's at least let her win that. She hasn't won that.
Facts. Any thoughts on just like the twist, like blockbuster, like what is your overall also thoughts on this season? Like I actually did enjoy watching this season compared to some others, but like how did you feel?
I love Blockbuster. I personally love it. I am badass at carnival games. I really am. So you put me in a 2-minute thing that like everybody's equal at, chances are I will probably be kicking their butts too. So, I can see how Kelly's been winning those. I can see how anybody's been winning those. I'm excited to see who wins this one tonight. I mean, It should be Keanu. Like I really can't see it being.
It's the clown shoe, I think.
It is.
Right?
It is a version of the clown shoe. So they got to grab the balls and then drop them in the tube. I mean, Julie dropped like 12 balls and only got one in. So who knows like how many freaking foam balls they have in this pit. But like, I mean, Keanu should win it. Like, let's just be honest. Like, Dungeons and Dragons is like a small little board game, I think, and like all this other stuff. Like, hopefully he's good with like his hand-eye coordination or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's kind of anybody's game, but like ropes comp, right? It's like kind of anybody's game, and you think a small person would do it, but if you think of how heavy that rope is, the rope's really heavy. If you think of how high the wall is that they got,
that's a good point.
This ball pit, like he's got to jump into a big ass ball pit and jump out. Like just for the girls alone, that's gonna gas up, especially Lauren. Like she's like
interesting.
Right. I talked about that in our podcast too. That snake eye comp.
We did.
I was real good at comps. Like I didn't get to play in all of them because I didn't get to play comps for the first 4 weeks. But I mean, after that, I was just crushing it. And then obviously winning when I needed to on my vetoes and my HOHs and all that kind of stuff and the doubles and all that good stuff. I also won the yeah, that's how I got Jeff out. That's going to be always one of my favorite little memes, him just chucking it to the side.
Yeah, I mean, that was classic.
Yeah. But even if he would have gotten it at that time, like you had to get like so many and go back and forth. But again, it's one of those things that gets an endurance thing, and you did have to jump up in a ball pit back and forth. I mean, I was gassed after. Like I was like, you know, like my little microphone pack just like flailing in the wind and stuff.
Yeah,
reminding me of
that
Rachel.
Stuff is we need Porsche on the next season of Reindeer Games.
Yes.
Would you do it?
Maybe, yeah, because Reindeer Game's like a week. I think that's like a super short one. And if you look at people like Franzel and stuff, like, I mean, she was the same character as I was in the thing, like, you know, the same character as Catherine is, the same blah, blah, blah. The little, you know, the blonde petite person or whatever. I would definitely get in a little more shape before I would be on a show because I still haven't like fully recovered from my meniscus tear, but Jesus. Yeah, I would do like fun little game shows like Double Dares, or I would do anything that was like a family thing. Like if like say like Family Feud, right? If it was like my family versus Rachel's family or like stuff like that, I would do. But like a full-on commitment where they are like watching me all the time, probably not. Like Reindeer Games I would do.
Okay. And you guys are gonna have to watch the podcast because Porsche talks about, I guess, getting blacklisted from CBS. So
yeah, you weren't going to see me in anything for a year after the show. That's for sure. You almost had me in a video game, but they were mad at me because I was a naughty girl who used to get ideas from movies and try to play them out in real life. Apparently, that's not how science works.
What about Traitors?
Hell nah. That is like. It's not even a fear I knew I had until I saw Traitors. But to lay in a coffin and get nailed, into a coffin just as your eviction, no. Put me on a couch. Like I am not made to be nailed alive inside of a coffin for any reason. No.
Okay, that's fair.
Not even
I don't
for the
love
vacation
that.
out there. I don't know where it is, Scotland, wherever it is, but like, nah, not even for that vacation. Couldn't do it.
We're gonna wrap up soon. If anyone has like last minute questions for Porsche, drop in the chat. But I guess overall tonight's double eviction, like I'm really excited. But do we think we're gonna see Morgan and Vince on the block together at some point tonight?
Oh man, I would love to see Keanu survive this blockbuster because after this, I do believe blockbusters are finally done. I think.
Yeah, I think tonight's the last one.
Right, like I
Finally,
think they extended it as long as they could for him, but at this point, they're like, "All right, dude, you're on your own." And so I'm hoping he wins this one, and right away throws out Morgan and Vinny, and we'll just see what happens after that. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping Lauren goes just because I do think it'll make it a little bit more interesting, and I do think she's one of those players that she is somehow winning, but like she's just not making good TV. And even in her first HOH, she didn't, like, when she was supposed to be best friends with Catherine, and then in her HOH they like said like 15 words the whole week, you know, like during Lauren's HOH. Like she just could never get a character arc, like, ever. And so like I wouldn't really miss seeing her go, just because Kelly's so off the rails that it kind of reminds her like watching Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh my God.
Like you just never know. Is she gonna bite a bat's head or something? Like you just never know what this girl's gonna do. Like I do believe she can do anything. So the entertainment value, right? Like I'm more curious to see what she's gonna do. Where are the shirts on sale? I actually have to ask, but I know
we have to ask Brendan.
Yeah, I think Rachel has it on her Instagram. I think Brendan might have put it on there. Brendan definitely posted it on his Instagram. And it's probably on mine somewhere. But I know if you go to the Instagram for the Over the Edge, they have all kinds of stuff about like the charity event for December. And I know the shirts are on sale there because, as I said before, guys, the proceeds that we're getting from this, we're like splitting between our charities. So, and if you have any other ideas for shirts and stuff, like I can always throw it on there too. I think we made like some hoodies, some sweatpants, like the BB, that BB burn, you know how like Rachel did that like whole little mock workout.
Oh yeah.
Right. I made a shirt for that.
That's cute.
I'm gonna make her do a Zumba or something in December. Right.
That'd be cute.
How fun would that be? Maybe we'll do it live if you guys are interested in something like that. Maybe we'll have her like do a Zoom or something or other. But
yeah. I agree. We need to see Kelly's bug. The bug thing is weird. I'm sorry. What is going on with this?
There's like whole like subgroups and cultures on like, especially even in Florida, there's like a lot of like curiosities and like I don't know what it's called, like I don't know, but just like people that like trade like skulls and like roadkill things, or like do all the other, like there's like these like weird
Paul does
hobbies.
this.
Who does it?
Paul from BB what
does
what,
he
18?
I know he's much smaller in person than I thought he was gonna be.
He is like a tiny guy. I know. He was super nice. He collects like skulls and all these cool things. Like I interviewed him and he was like had a whole collection. It was actually kind of cool. Not my thing, but like, you know.
Yeah, right. It's just like oddities and curiosities or something like that they call them. Yes. But she would definitely fit in with that kind of group, and like maybe she'll be friends with Paul. I can see that. I don't
know. Paul might think she's a weirdo. I don't know. Come for the Queen shirt. Oh, come for the Queen. That would be cool. On the shirt.
Right. Oh, that one's on the CBS website though. So I'm not doing anything on like actual CBS.
Wait, they're selling shirts say come for the Queen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, they're really capitalizing off Rachel.
Oh yeah, and they did the proper quote for the Floaters Grab a Life vest. I even think they put like a dash Rachel Riley, but she won't see no less than that, I guarantee you, because that
sucks.
The way CBS is.
One last thing, we need more Porsche content. Yes, we do. Porsche, you're always invited back, please.
Thank you.
Come hang out anytime.
Maybe we'll have some good things to chat about the finale and stuff. So hopefully.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, I want to give everyone enough time to go get a glass of wine, go chill before the episode starts. But yeah, Porsche, thank you for joining, and thank you everyone for chatting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this double. Oh my goodness,
right,
it's happening so fast. This season just feels like it just went into like fast forward mode,
which I'm kind of happy about, because I'm like, I don't like when it's super long.
Yeah,
so I'm like, this is perfect.
Now that the table's gotten smaller, it's like, okay, cool, show's almost done. Exactly. I'm like, we're already switching channels because like we have the Dolphins football game tonight. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
We're in football season, not Big Brother season. So it's nice chatting with you.
Yes. All right. Talk to you later. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. And